Hi guys, this is IGCSE O-Level Chemistry, paper 12, March 2015, question 21. Which is not a characteristic property of a transition metal or of a transition metals? They act as catalysts, yes, because they've got variable oxidation states. They form colored compounds, yes. They have high melting points, yes. They have low densities, no. They've got high densities. So this is not a characteristic property of transition metals, making option D the correct option for this question. Question 22. Which statement is correct for all metals? Conduct electricity when molten? Yes, all metals will. Gain electrons when they form ions? No, none of them will. All of them will lose electrons when they form ions. Have a low density? Only group 1 metals have a low density, rest of them have high densities. Have a low melting point? Only group 1 metals have a relatively low melting point, whereas all other metals have high melting points. So this makes option A the correct option for this question. Question 23. Metal X lies between zinc and iron in the reactivity series. Which statement about metal X are correct? It reacts with steam to produce hydrogen gas. So it is more reactive than hydrogen, so it will react with steam to produce hydrogen gas. This is correct. It does not react with steam, but will produce hydrogen with dilute acid. No, it will react with steam as well. The metal can be obtained from its oxide by heating strongly with charcoal. Now, charcoal is carbon, and carbon is more reactive than zinc. So it will be more reactive than X and iron as well. So yes, the metal can be obtained from its oxide by heating strongly with charcoal. This is correct. And the metal oxide cannot be reduced using carbon. Option 3 just said it did. So statement 4 becomes incorrect. Now, since statements 1 and 3 are correct, option A is the correct option for this question. Question 24. Which of these gases is an atmospheric pollutant? Carbon monoxide, yes, because it is toxic for humans. Nitrogen dioxide causes breathing difficulties for humans, and sulfur dioxide also causes breathing difficulties for humans. And all of them are gases that need to be eliminated from air in order to purify it. So all three are atmospheric pollutants. This makes option D the correct option for this question. Question 25. Molten iron from the blast furnace contains impurities. The process of turning the impure iron into steel involves blowing oxygen into the molten iron and adding calcium oxide. What are the reasons for blowing oxygen and adding calcium oxide? So blowing in oxygen is for removing carbon. So carbon is removed by reacting with oxygen as carbon dioxide. Yes, that is the reason why oxygen is blown into iron. And iron reacts with oxygen. That is not the reason why oxygen is blown into the blast furnace. And adding calcium oxide reacts with acidic impurities, making slag. Yes, the acidic impurity being SiO2. So CaO plus SiO2 produces CaSiO3, which is a component of slag. So this statement is correct as well. The other statement says reacts with slag and so removes it. No, it reacts with the acidic impurities to produce slag. So this eliminates option B and makes option A the correct option for this question. Question 26. Some properties of aluminum are listed. It has mechanical strength, it is resistant to corrosion, it has a low density, it conducts heat. Which three properties make aluminum useful for making the bodies of aircraft? It has mechanical strength, yes. It is resistant to corrosion, yes. It has a low density, yes. It conducts heat. Aircrafts do not need to conduct heat. So it will be painted over. So this is incorrect. Therefore, since properties 1, 2, and 3 are correct, option A is the correct option for this question. Question 27. The table describes three types of water. So water type P, Q, and R. Source of water, river, and well. Appearance before treatment, muddy, and clear. Treatment, none. Filtration and chlorination only. Appearance after treatment, muddy. Appearance after treatment, clear. Which statement is correct? Only Q and R are suitable for drinking, while P could be used for irrigation. So we have river water, which is muddy, which can be used for irrigation. So direct river water for irrigation. Yes, that is correct. And Q and R for drinking. Since it is no longer muddy, that means it has been filtered and it has undergone chlorination to kill bacteria. So both are suitable for drinking. Mud is not there and bacteria is not there. So it will have dissolved salts. Yes, so Q and R are fit for drinking. So option A is correct. B, only Q and R are suitable for drinking while P is unsuitable for any purpose. No, P can be used for irrigation. Only Q is suitable for drinking. R is also suitable for drinking. R could be used for washing cars and P for irrigation. R could also be used for drinking. So this becomes incorrect as well. And the last one, P, Q, and R are suitable for irrigation and washing cars, but not suitable for drinking. No, Q and R are suitable for drinking, making option A the correct option for this question. Question 28. A sample of air from a town center was analyzed and found to contain mainly nitrogen and oxygen, but also traces of the four gases below. Which of these gases is a pollutant? Argon is not a pollutant. Carbon dioxide is not a pollutant. Sulfur dioxide should not be there. It is an atmospheric pollutant. It also causes breathing difficulties in humans and animals. And water vapor is not a pollutant. Therefore, option C is the correct option for this question. Question 29. Which element does an NPK fertilizer contain? The name itself suggests it contains nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So option A, nickel, phosphorus, and potassium. No, it does not contain nickel. Nickel, potassium, and calcium. No to nickel and no to calcium. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Yes, all three are correct. Nitrogen, potassium, and calcium. Calcium is incorrect. Therefore, option C is the correct option for this question. Question 30. The diagram shows experiments involving the rusting of iron. So tube P has iron nails in water, so they will rust. Tube Q has iron nails in boiled water to remove air and oil over it so as to prevent exposure of oxygen to the wet iron. So this will not rust. And then we have anhydrous calcium chloride to dry the air. So if the air is dry and only oxygen is left, iron nails will not rust. The following results were suggested. In tube P, iron nail rusts. Yes. In tube Q, the iron nail does not rust. Yes. In tube R, the iron nail does not rust. Yes again. Because both water vapor and oxygen needs to be exposed to iron in order for it to rust, which is not there in Q and R, and it is only there in P. So, which results are correct? All three are correct, making option D the correct option for this question.